Hey everyone, so a question I get asked a lot is, can I dance bra free? Obviously you do so at your own risk, but the beauty of belly dancing is a lot of it is about isolation. So we can leave our chest alone if you are dancing in your PJs, and we can just focus on our hip movements. And that is one of the beauty of belly dance in terms of isolation. So I thought I'd show you some movements that you can do with your hips. And we want to keep our chest as still as possible. Obviously, it depends what you're comfortable with, but you can still do your snake arms. I'd just leave it on the whole shimmies, unless you're like me and there's not loads to wobble. Okay, so we're going to start feet hip width apart, slightly bend at the knees, pelvis tucked under, and we're just going to do our hip slides side to side. Just go side to side. We want to keep our rib cage as still as possible. Brilliant. And then we're going to melt over into our figure of eights. And with the figure of eights, I always say, imagine you've got a figure of eight in front of you. You're stood in the middle. So you're in the middle of the figure of eight. So you can get one loop, then one loop. So like Minnie Mouse ears. You're in the middle. And if it helps, bring your foot up, over and down, up, over and down to start with, to get that motion. Up, over and down, up, over and down. And then eventually you can do it flat-footed. You want to keep your rib cage as still as possible. So go over and over, over and over, over and over. And then the less you'll have to move your legs, the more you build up your lovely flexibility. And then, so remember, you're in the figure of eight, so you're in the middle. So you're going over, so you're going over and over, over and over. So that's a figure of eight. Or you might call it a Maya, and that's a vertical figure of eight because we're coming as if we're going like that. So we're going over and over, okay, like so. And then you can bring it the other way where you're coming up. So you're still in the middle, but this time you're coming up, so you're going the different way with the figure of eight. So you can start with your feet to get that motion. Keep your chest as still as possible. And then you can play around, go over and over, or up and up. Or you might want to pop it up, up, pop, up, up, and then down, 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 down. And then eventually you'll be able to do a full flowing figure of eight over and over. Then maybe go up and up. So that's our vertical figure of eight. Then we can do our horizontal one, which is a swoosh backwards. So this time it's as if we're stood in the middle of a figure of eight. So on the floor, our hips are going over and over. So as if we're stood on the floor and we've got the figure of eight on the floor, we're in the middle and going round and round, 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 and flowing into it. Now these are more, I'd say, intermediate moves. And try and keep your chest as still as possible, then back the opposite way. Brilliant. That's it, keep going. So you're going one way. You might want to go the reverse horizontal one, which is coming back like so. So coming round, 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 forward, forward, forward. Brilliant. So back, 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 forward, forward, forward. So let's go over our figure of eight. So we've got our vertical figure of eight, which is going over and over. And then we've got our upwards figure of eight, and then our horizontal figure of eight back. So we've got vertical, opposite way, horizontal, and then back the other way. There we have it. So you've got some basic moves, well, intermediate moves, I'd say, to do with your hips. Some figure of 8s to get those hips moving. You can do it in your PJs. You can even try it on the floor or in bed. So if you lift your feet up, like so, and you can practice it like that, which is a good bridge as well. So there you have it. And always remember to stretch out those hip flexors side to side, like so. Peace, love, and shimmies.